The evening sky bled into hues of crimson and gold, the horizon burning with the last light of day. A frail woman sat quietly by her window, clutching an envelope worn with time. Her fingers trembled, not because of age but because of the storm of memories it carried within. Her name was Amara, a name once whispered with love, once shouted in joy, now only echoing in the silence of an old house. The letter in her hands wasn't an ordinary one. It was the last piece of her past, written by the only man she ever loved, Arman. Years had passed, but the ink had not faded, and neither had the pain. Her life was a story of sacrifice, of waiting, of love that outlasted time yet never found its rightful ending. Tonight, she decided to read it once more, as if by speaking his words aloud she could summon him back into her arms. She unfolded the letter slowly. The paper creaked like her bones, fragile yet enduring. My dearest Amara, if you are reading this, know that my love for you has never known boundaries. The world may separate us, but no distance can erase what my heart carries. Life may be cruel, but love, it lives forever. Her eyes blurred with tears, and she pressed the letter to her chest. Memories washed over her like a flood, the first time she met him under the cherry blossom trees, his laughter echoing like music in her ears, his hands warm against hers. They had dreams, dreams of a small home, children running barefoot in the garden, sunsets they would watch together. But life had chosen a different path. Milky Way, the beginning of love. Amara was only 19 when she first saw Arman. He wasn't the type of man who turned heads in a crowded street. His beauty wasn't in perfection but in the gentleness of his soul. He carried books instead of arrogance, kindness instead of pride. She met him on a rainy afternoon in the town library. She had been sheltering under its roof, waiting for the rain to stop, when he offered her his umbrella with a smile. That single act of kindness began a story neither of them expected. Days turned into weeks. Their friendship blossomed, delicate yet unstoppable. Amara found herself drawn to his words. He spoke of dreams, of traveling, of writing a book that would change lives. He believed in beauty where others saw only routine. Soon, friendship gave way to love. Their hearts met in secret places, quiet gardens, hidden alleys, and in whispered conversations under the stars. Every touch felt like poetry, every glance like a promise. But life is never kind to love that blooms without permission. Heartbreak, the separation. Arman came from a poor family, his father a laborer, his mother a seamstress. Amara, on the other hand, was the daughter of a wealthy businessman who saw love as weakness and marriage as a contract. When her father discovered their love, the walls of her world caged tighter around her. You are not meant for a man like him, Amara, her father's voice thundered. Love doesn't build futures, wealth does. You will marry the man I choose. But Amara's heart rebelled. She begged, she cried, she promised that Arman was the only man who could make her truly happy. Her pleas fell on deaf ears. One night, under the shadow of a broken moon, she ran to Arman and told him everything. His eyes, though filled with love, carried the weight of helplessness. Amara, he whispered, holding her hands tightly, I will fight for you. But if the world tears us apart, promise me this, you will keep our love alive, even if only in your heart. She promised, and that promise became both her strength and her curse. Her father sent her away to another city, far from Arman. She was forced into a marriage with a man who gave her a house but never a home, children but never love. She became a wife, a mother, but inside she remained Arman's beloved, waiting, always waiting. Scroll the last letter. Years later, when her hair had begun to turn silver, the letter came. It was from Arman. Amara, my love, I could not give you the life you deserved. I could not fight the world the way I wanted to. But every breath I took carried your name. I never married, never loved another. My heart was yours until the end. And now, as I write this, I know my days are numbered. But I do not fear death. I fear only that you will forget me. Don't remember me, Amara, as the boy who loved you beyond time. He had died shortly after writing it. Amara lived on, surrounded by family who never knew her true story. They saw her as strong, wise, devoted, but never knew the depth of the emptiness she carried. Now, in her final days, she sat alone in her room, clutching the letter. She whispered into the silence. Arman, I never forgot. Not a single day. A single tear slipped down her cheek. And as the night embraced her, she closed her eyes, the letter pressed against her heart. For the first time in decades, she felt peace. When her children found her the next morning, she looked serene, as if she had merely drifted into a dream. The letter lay by her chest, its words etched into her soul. Rose the legacy of love. After her passing, her grandchildren discovered the letter and the diary she had kept hidden. For the first time, they learned of the love story that had defined her life, a story of sacrifice, endurance, and the kind of love that even death could not erase. Her story became their inheritance, a reminder that true love is not measured by years spent together but by the strength to carry someone within your soul forever. And in that small town, people still whisper of Amara and Arman, two souls bound by love, torn by fate, but united in eternity.